In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
It's been talked about for weeks and widely expected, and now this morning it is official. Former President Donald Trump is running to be president once again, launching an early start to the 2024 election cycle. Trump made the announcement last night in front of a crowd of supporters at Mar-a-Lago.
National correspondent Haley Bull is live outside Mar-a-Lago with what we can expect from the former president's third White House run. Good morning, Haley.
Hey, good morning. There was a lot of buildup to this announcement. The former president made it here at his residence at Mar-a-Lago, flanked by familiar messaging, signs that said, "Make America Great Again," as he touted his own presidency while criticizing the Biden administration and saying we are a, quote, nation in decline. And we saw that continue throughout the speech as he tried to contrast his administration with the Biden administration, criticizing more specifically issues like inflation, foreign relations, and border security, though we have heard President Biden often criticize Republican policies' impact on inflation, touting lower gas prices since the summer and having to rebuild the country's global standing. In his more than hour-long remarks, Trump vowed to rebuild the economy, restore his administration's immigration policies, abolish what he called COVID mandates, and said he would build us on the world stage, saying to have strength through peace was what he said there. But what he didn't say was also very notable. He didn't continue to focus on claims about the 2020 election that he and other Trump-aligned candidates have often talked about, despite no evidence to back them up. He didn't focus criticism on other Republican leaders and potential or speculated 2024 candidates that we have heard most recently in the wake of the midterm election. And the timing of this comes after losses of some Trump-backed candidates in key races in states like Arizona, Nevada, and Pennsylvania. And with the runoff election for Georgia's Senate seat still ahead, Trump touting support for Herschel Walker during his remarks. He really framed this campaign as a movement, framing himself as a voice for the people, saying he would bring unity, in a lot of ways going back to some of his 2016 campaign themes. Listen.
I am your voice. I am your voice. The Washington establishment wants to silence us, but we will not let them do that. What we have built together over the past 6 years is the greatest movement in history because it is not about politics. It's about our love for this great country, America, and we're not going to let it fail.
Meanwhile, President Biden last night after the speech tweeting, quote, "Donald Trump failed America," and putting out a video that criticizes Trump on things like cutting taxes, his stance on women's rights and abortion, as well as extremism. The DNC chair stating after the remarks that it's, quote, I want to read this, it's the, quote, kickoff to what will be a messy Republican primary with candidates competing to be in the most extreme MAGA Republican in the race. Now, keep in mind, Trump was impeached twice during his presidency, his term ending with rioters breaching the Capitol on January 6th. He is facing investigations related to January 6th still, as well as the handling of classified documents found just over the way at Mar-a-Lago. One question we asked political experts ahead of this speech was about his standing within the Republican Party still. Listen.
His standing is strong but weaker. I think there is an increased realization among Republicans that there are crucial swing states and swing districts where Trump is a liability. That the extent to which he is a liability has increased. The extent to which they can't live with him or without him has increased.
There's been a lot of polling looking ahead to 2024, and some polls still show him pulling ahead of other potential or speculated 2024 Republican candidates. A recent Politico Morning Consult poll showed 47% of Republicans or Republican-leaning people surveyed would back Trump in a primary ahead of DeSantis in that poll, but 65% said he should probably not or definitely not run. And Alex, what he is trying to do here is pretty rare. There has only been one president to be elected to 2 non-consecutive terms, and that's Grover Cleveland.
National correspondent Haley Bull reporting. Thank you, Haley.